absolutely free, which I always think makes it just a little bit easier to shop. Just a little bit easier. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna put that in my cart. Let me just get that home and see how it feels. Let me get that home and try it. So make sure when you pop something into your cart though that you finish the process and do check out. So I always say the dreaded big hand doesn't come in and snatch it back. There's like a snatchback that happens if you don't check out. So Dr. Scholl's is in our life. Since 1906, Dr. Scholl's, known for incredibly comfortable insoles and helping your feet feel better. And it was funny because as I was researching Dr. Scholl, his phrase was, when your feet hurt, you hurt all over. This gentleman said this in 1906. And I was like, truer words never spoken. You know that phrase, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy? I just changed it to, if mama's feet ain't happy, nothing about mama's happy. It's that same thing. So this is Dr. Scholl's. These are really cool. It's your woven ankle shooties called the Always Band. Now, these are fabric and man-made materials that look like suede and that are woven, like literally, truly woven, as if you were, you know, on a weaving machine. So it's done beautifully. Do you see how this is separated and looks like you did that by hand? Look how pretty the cut is in here and then the cut there, and I'll show you on my foot as well. So colors here, we're looking at, this is the chipmunk, which I actually just like the name, chipmunk. It's a lighter tan, but it also has kind of depth to it. So even though it's a lighter color, it still has some heft. And then here is the black. Sizes 6 through 11, the only order of the year, shipping to you for free, $22.50 to try it. What you're looking at is a heel that is about 1 inch. And I'm gonna actually move out front so you can just see the cut marks on this. I like how it gives you that full foot coverage, but then also, do you see you've got the opening here and the opening here? Which I know that we're calling it an ankle shootie, and I'm kind of like, it just is like a very interesting, distinctive, unique looking shoe. Hard to see the weaving detail here, but when you're looking for a transitional shoe that is, you know, office appropriate, return to office is what everybody's talking about, and something that is going to be really comfortable because it's got that Dr. Scholl's. I mean, my feet feel like I have worn these shoes forever and ever, and I just slipped into them. But when you have that Dr. Scholl's insole on the bottom, whoa. And maybe you know, maybe you've grown up with Dr. Scholl's. I know I did. There was a shoe store that was on the corner, 2 blocks of Chicago and Lake, when I lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which was probably about 2 or 3 blocks from where I lived. And I remember that they would sell the insoles or just simply Dr. Scholl's shoes, and there's something like really jelly and bouncy about the insoles in here. So at $89.98, if you know Dr. Scholl's and you trust that brand, definitely give these a try. I'm actually just gonna show this to you because if you come on in a little bit closer, Tom, what you'll notice is that this looks, and if you hear me saying Tom, it's the gentleman who's helping me with the cameras. So do you see how bouncy that is? So when we talk about that underfoot cushioning, there's almost like a gel feeling to it. So that's what you're getting. I get a little bit of bounce back. So it's the sustainable comfort for all, Dr. Scholl's, removable. If you wanted to put your own orthotic in here, I imagine that you absolutely could. You've got that back zip entry, but I actually just slipped them right on. But there is a back zip entry if you need it, right here. And you've got that whole foot coverage. So it's your perfect transitional shoe, one that, again, because you've got this rubber grip on the back, this isn't slickery on the bottom like a fancy shoe where you know how sometimes you've got to scuff up a fancy shoe so that you know that you've got traction. This has, you know, real easy traction for street walking and full foot coverage and just gives you that artisan look, but not at $150, $200. And it's something that is gonna be perfect with your trousers. It's gonna be perfect with your dresses. I can see this with a pair of tights. I can also see this with some ankle, little ankle jeans, or like my Susan Graver, or my Isaac 24/7. So your colors are your chipmunk and your black, a 551082 is your item number. And put these in your cart, finish the purchase process so that you make sure that you get the size and the color that you want. This is the Boot Boutique. We've been having lots of fun in the Boot Boutique, 3 brand new items, and we're gonna close out the show with one of the brand new items, which I'm super